Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Hardlands Media. This is an action-packed filled episode. We got a lot of great stories to talk about. We have a really awesome guest in the second hour. But first, let's get things started with a story that we've covered, quite extensively. And that has to deal with the asphalt plant that was built in the McKinley Park community. And recently, I just got a letter from the Alderman who sent this out to the entire community in the 12th Ward about, misconceptions about this asphalt plant. So in the first paragraph, he talks about all the good things that he's done, all the improvements that he's done to the community. But in the second paragraph, this is where it gets interesting. So here, I'm going to read out the second paragraph. I write to address the misconceptions surrounding the asphalt plant that moved into the neighborhood this past spring. The owners received the necessary permits to operate from the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency. Since the plant is located in a planned manufacturing district, I had no jurisdiction to review or approve any permit associated with this development. However, some individuals have used this situation as an opportunity to spread politically motivated rumors and advance their agenda through fear-mongering. I have met with numerous environmental experts, and the Illinois EPA has confirmed that the low-impact design of this plant will meet or exceed the latest air quality standards. The plant is now fully operational, and the readings from the particulate matter sensors placed around our community confirm that this development does not pose a public health or environmental hazard. I encourage you to also monitor these readings via www.purpleair.com. So I want everyone to remember that this asphalt plant was built without anyone knowing, all right? Like, nearly 8 months when the silos were started being constructed, only then was the community finally figured out that something's happening. And as an alderman, you would think that, if you didn't know, well, then how come you didn't know? And as soon as you saw them being built, why didn't you say anything? Like, why is it that now, of all times, now the people know? This is something that you should have told the community in advance and at least get community input. That's your job as an alderman. But again, the city of Chicago is the most corrupt city in the United States, and you have to assume our city government is just as corrupt. The aldermen, past and present, really haven't done anything to really prove that they care about the citizens of Chicago, because when have they ever done anything for us? And this is just another example of somebody saying, I didn't know. I had no power. The Illinois EPA failed to inform a lot of key district areas as well as agencies here in the state of Illinois and the city of Chicago that the fact that this plant was being built. Rahm Emanuel, our current mayor, is trying to make this city green. And this alderman as well, Alderman Cardenas, is also stating that, he has a green track record. Well, it seems quite hypocritical that you're going to have a green city and a green environment when you're going to build an asphalt plant. These asphalt plants should be technically a mile away from a residential area. But no, it is near a residential area. It is, in fact, smack dab in the middle of a residential area. There are 3 schools in that area, 2 community centers, a 63-acre park, and an open public pool. That's not safe at all. And I want to let everyone know that the pollution that's set out from an asphalt plant affects the young and elderly. It causes a lot of critical illnesses such as asthma, cardiac problems, and including other respiratory problems as well. And this is just another example of somebody in the city of Chicago just wiping their hands and saying, I didn't know.
I just want to add one quick thing to this. You know what innocent people don't do? They don't spend thousands of dollars to send flyers to everyone in their ward.
Yeah.
Just simple. You're watching Hardlands Media.